Hey, mama, remember you told me that my grandma was the first lady to have food stamps?
Yeah, my mother.
Can you go into that story?
Okay, this happened back in 1961 because I remember because my sister was born in 1961.
Mm-hmm.
We was all at home, living at home. So my father had a light heart attack. He couldn't, he couldn't work no more. He went to the doctor. They told him that he couldn't do all that lifting and stuff, heavy work.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why he started doing landscaping. That was his new job, landscaping, working in yards and stuff. Okay, so I never forget. It was snowing real, real bad. It was in December, and my mama, like I said, my father lost his job. During that time, back in the '60s, they didn't really have jobs in my hometown. For black people, the only job the black people could do in the summertime was like go to the fields, chop cotton, pick cotton, pack corn, stuff like that.
Okay.
Them the only jobs that they had. So my mama, she was working. She said, "Lord, I don't know what I'm gonna do. My husband had a heart attack. I gotta have some money to pay these bills." And so she took off, put her coat on, and it was blizzarding outside. And so as she was walking, the sheriff of our hometown, like I said, his name was Mr. P. Rose Simmons.
Mm-hmm.
He stopped my mama and he said, "Lady, where is you going in all this blizzard and snow?" And my mama, she told me the story. She said, my husband had a heart attack and he can't work no more, and I got 9 kids at home, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I got to feed my kids. So he told my mom, he said, get in the car. So mama said he put in the car, and they drove down to East Perry. It's another town, like a little white town,
Mm-hmm.
and drove her down to East Perry. She got the car. They went inside the office. She said, and so back then, we didn't know what public aid was. Public system
Mm-hmm.
and public housing
Yeah.
because we didn't have none. We didn't even have like my hometown. We didn't even have a project house, but the white people had a project house because they stayed on the other side. They had built them a project, public system for them. So as my mama goes inside the building, uh, he talked to one of the case workers. He said, "This lady here, I picked her up. She said her husband had a heart attack and she ain't got no food. She got 9 kids and she need help." And so the lady told my mom. My mom said, the lady told her, "Okay, we'll take her in." They took her in a room, and my mom said they talked to her. They helped her fill the application out for public assistance,
Mm-hmm.
public aid. And mom said, and when she filled the application out, they told her, this is what they told my mama, "And we're gonna help you, but you can't tell nobody else about this. This is government money.
Mm-hmm.
This back in the '60s. This is government money."
Mm-hmm.
And mama said they told her, "You can't tell anybody else about it. We just gonna help you. So we don't want nobody else to know about this.
Wow.
And I want you to promise me that you will never tell nobody else about this." And mama said she was thinking. She said, "Okay, yeah, I promise." Okay, so they helped her. My mom was getting back then in the '60s. My mom was getting I think she was getting like $100 a month for 9 kids. And it wasn't like food stamp books,
Mm-hmm.
like food stamp cards.
Yeah.
It was like back then they gave you them the green stamps books. Like the green stamps, you could spend them in the store.
Yeah.
And okay, and so they told my mama, they said, "Well, you can't have no man living with you. You can't. It just got to be for you and your kids. We're gonna come check every month and see whether you got." And they did too. My father was still living with her. My father, he stayed with her because he was our dad.
Yeah.
And every month, I never forget, every month that when they come around, my dad would have to leave the house. My mom would have to get his clothes
Mm-hmm.
and put him out in we had a little shack out in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Mom had to put his clothes out there until the caseworker leaves. She checked all through the house back then. Even if you had a toaster, she wanted to know who gave it to you. If you had a rug on the floor, a TV, or whatever you had new, they checked and they wanted to know who gave it to you. Where you get money to get this from? Okay, so anyway, so after that, it was another lady. I'm not gonna say her name, but although she's dead and gone, but she had 3 sons, 3 triplets,
Mm-hmm.
and she had like 10 kids, cause her husband had left her, and she had like 10 kids, and she had these 3 babies. So she came down to my mama's house, and she said, "Lord, Elsie, I don't know what to do. I just done had these babies, and I don't got no money to buy pampers. But they were making pampers, diapers." Back then, she said, "I don't know. I just don't know what to do. I got to feed my kids. I got to feed these babies." And so my mama told her mama said, "I'm gonna take you down. Mama said, I'm gonna take you down to East Perry." Now that I already told her,
Not to
don't tell
tell
nobody.
nobody. Yeah.
So she took her down to East Perry, got her hooked up. She was making, got her on public aid, and then so they found out. I guess I guess as we being black people, we don't
Mm-hmm.
tell each other,
Yeah.
and so everybody in the town, they kept saying, "What is public aid? What is public assistance?" Didn't nobody know what public assistance. And then
Oh.
so now the white people, they done got a whim of we as being black people. Now we know what public assistance is now
Yep.
in our hometown.
Mm-hmm.
So now they ain't got a whim of it. So now everybody, the white people, they want to figure out how we know. We know because they kept saying, this one white lady kept saying, how in the hell do these niggas know about this?
Mm.
We the only one that knew about it.
Mm.
And so I think it was the mayor of our town. I forgot who the mayor of our town was at that time. And they had talked to my mama, and they said, "Who told you about this public assistance?" Because we never knew. Then nobody in town never knew because we talked to everybody, and then nobody knew about public aid
Until your mama
until
got
my
on.
mama went and signed. Until the police took my mama down and signed her up, and my mama took the other lady down and signed her up because she had these triplets. And so now the white people's now they mad, and so whoever the governor was, I guess they had like a rally meeting that night, and they wanted everybody that needed help to come out to the school, and just about the whole black everybody came, and everybody was wondering. We never knew. They never knew about public assistance.
So even the mayor didn't.
I don't know whether the mayor knew. He might have knew. He might have knew, but
But they probably told him not to say
But he
nothing.
he probably knew that we probably couldn't get those. I mean, I don't know because the NAACP came involved then.
Oh wow.
They came involved, and I never forget this lady. Her name was Miss Helen Kern. She was black. She owned her own restaurant, and that's how everybody came in and knew about public system, and that's when they started building. That's when they built us a project.
Mm.
We didn't even have a project. And so they built. I never forget they built that project in 1967. They built us a project.
Wow.
And set it in the midst of where the black people was at.
Mm-hmm.
And that project is there now. Matter of fact, back in the 70s, they built another project for the black person because I know we stayed in it, but the project that they built.
The first one.
Project, not the first one. The first one, they was a nice project. But the second project, my mom, we stayed in them. They were like houses. They were like little brick houses.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was really nice.
Do you remember what the first projects was called? The very first one?
I can't think of the name of it. I can't think of the name of that project. But it's still there now, and people still live in it.
Wow.
For most people, what do you think? Comment down below. Thank you for your time.